everyone. I'm Anastasia, and I just wanted to shoot a very quick introduction to Sociology 100 because ordinarily we would do this in class, but for this semester anyway, we're going to be online, and I think it's really important for students to be able to know who they're talking to and who's talking to them so that you can see my face. We're not doing sort of synchronous sessions, so there we go. I'm Anastasia. I'm going to talk very, very briefly about kind of how this class is going to work and the pieces of it. But other than that, I just sort of wanted to say, hi, this is me. There's a more developed introduction, I guess, in the discussion boards, which you're welcome to take a look at. Just actually on the subject of the discussion boards, I sort of put those together to replace in-class discussions. So sociology is a way of thinking about the world. It's not necessarily the kind of thing, at least not the way that I teach it and the way that I use it, about memorizing or sort of working with definitions. It's about understanding a way of seeing the world. And for that reason, it's actually really difficult to learn entirely from a textbook. So one of the things that I'm going to ask you to do is make use of those discussion boards. They are intended to help you learn. I'm not evaluating them. You'll see that in the course outline. But they are there to sort of help you play, I guess, with those concepts. It might be more like work. It might be more like play. Depends sort of on how you approach it. So that said, because sociology is a way of thinking, you are probably wondering, or not, why you can only see this welcome module. This is the only part of the class that you can see in the first couple of days. And that's because sociology is a way of thinking. So if you look at your introductory assignment, you'll find that it's asking you to write about 300 words about how your life is shaped and interacts with people around you and the sort of society that you live in. And in a lot of ways, that's the central subject of sociology. That's what we're going to be looking at for the entire rest of the semester. And that's actually why everything else is hidden, because I want you to write that without any of that sort of sociological content. We're going to work through the rest of it. We're coming back to that same question at the end of the semester, actually. But for right now, I really want you to write that sort of now as it is. For those of you who are worried about content there, I'm actually just marking it based on whether you did it. So I'm not expecting you to already know sociological ideas and concepts. That's what we're doing this semester. But I would like you to get a sense of sort of where you're at and what's going on there. So that's due by the end of the week. So that's September 10th, I think. And you can sort of work through that in that sort of space. And then I don't know what else I can tell you. I really, really find sociology a really fascinating way of looking at the world. Unsurprising, I suppose, because I spend my whole life doing it. But as I said, it is a really hard one to learn from a book entirely. So welcome to my very low budget YouTube channel. So we're going to be doing, I will be doing, I guess, a number of videos just to sort of go over concepts and ideas that in the first place, at least sort of initially, I have a sense that students struggle with because I have taught this class before and I have some sense of what is happening, and most of my research is qualitative, which means that sort of when I'm doing my research work, I'm staring at people's faces. So in class, I can often catch the sort of look on someone's face that goes, oh, wait a minute, I didn't get that. And then we can go back and explain it again. But I cannot see any of your lovely faces this semester, so I'm going to sort of be relying on two things. One is sort of my own experience and what I have known to be the case beforehand, so I'll make some for each sort of module that we're doing ahead of time so that you can have some sort of like background stuff. And then the other set of videos that I will make sort of explaining concepts and providing resources to support your learning is based on the threads in the discussion boards, which you guys can't see yet, but they exist, I promise. You'll see them on Saturday morning at 12:30 if you really want to sort of be up at that hour doing sociology homework. Please don't do that. Is a discussion thread in all of our modules that's titled, I think I wrote it as "Help! This isn't clear." So if you put things in there, I will know that we need to go back to it and I need to do some more explaining. And when I do that, I will put videos up for you, so you'll have some way of getting clarification on that, and they'll be sort of available to everyone. So there's that sort of piece. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really need to say. No, I don't think so. Please don't be shy to drop in to office hours to ask questions. There's a lot of online learning is its own kind of environment, and I have some experience with it. I'm happy to help you with it. I'm happy to sort of guide you in making plans for the semester, in adjusting that sort of stuff. Just be aware that that sort of challenge, that's coming up. And the other thing that I will say is that you're always welcome to submit things early. So if you know, for example, that you have a really busy week with midterms and other classes, work, family commitments, whatever it is, sort of say mid-October, you're more than welcome to work ahead and get your Sociology 100 stuff anyway out of the way before that happens, to allow you to sort of make your schooling fit with the rest of your life. There's a lot of challenges with online learning, and we could talk about that in a whole other way. But there's also a lot of sort of wonderful benefits that come with that. One of which being you can sort of structure it around what you like. So that's me, and I will see you in other videos and on our discussion boards. Have yourselves a wonderful day.